Let's say this is a right angle triangle ABC. This is A, B and C. The first thing we all know, that is the C square is equal to A square plus B square, which is known as the Pythagoras theorem. And remember, it's a very important because lots of question has been asked based on the Pythagoras theorem here. We'll discuss first of all, now always remember that all the values of ABC which will satisfy this condition, is nothing but these are known as the Pythagoras triplet. And there are certain standard Pythagoras triplet. Now what are these standard Pythagoras triplet? Just here. The standard Pythagoras triplets are, that is 3, 4, 5. Just writing the value of ABC. If one of the side is 3, this is 4, this side has to be a 5. That is 3 square plus 4 square equal to 5 square. And it's important if you can remember this Pythagoras triplet here. Because most of the questions were nothing in the CAT were based on the Pythagoras triplet. They generally use the standard result. So this is one of the standard results, which is 3, 4, 5. The next one we can say that is the 5, 12 and 13. Next we can say that is the 7, 24 and 25. Next we can say that is the 9, 40 and the 41. And then 11, 60 and the 61. And so on. Now remember, you can easily find out all these standard triplets by using one of the logic here. Okay, if you look at here, all these standard triplets are starting with an odd number. Okay, so whenever it is starting with an odd number, you need to simply do one thing. For example, if I need to find the triplet starting with 3. So if one of the side is 3, take 3 square, which is equal to 9, divide by 2, which is 4.5, and add and subtract 0.5. Okay. When you subtract 0.5, you will get 4. When you add 0.5, you will get 5. So 3, 4, 5 is one of the triplet. Similarly, if I need to find out the triplet starting with 7, if one of the side of this right angle triangle is 7, let's say. So the other two possible integral sides. Remember, I am saying that these are the possible integral sides. These are not the only sides, but these are the possible integral sides. Are straight away take the 7 square, which is 49, divided by 2, which will get 24.5, and add and subtract 0.5. So 24.5 minus 0.5, you will get 24. 24.5 plus 0.5, you will get 25. So straight away, if one of the side is 7, we can say that this side is 24 and this side is 25. Similarly, take any values. For example, even I need to find out that if one of the side, let's say this is 13, and the other two sides are integers. These two sides are integers. So then what are the possible values of these integers? So the possible values is nothing but straight away take 13 square, which is 169, divided by 2, which is 84.5. So plus minus 0.5, we'll get 84 and 85. Okay. And all the multiple of this standard Pythagoras triplets are also the Pythagoras triplet. They will also satisfy this particular condition, C square equal to A square plus B square here. Now this is the case when you are starting with the odd number. Similarly, we can start with case of even number also. Just look at it. How? For example, if I say one of the side is 4 and the other two possible sides are integers. Okay, so what are the possibilities here? So straight away in case of here, take the 4 square, which is 16, divided by 4. In case of even number, divide by 4, which will comes out to be 4, and add and subtract 1, which is 3 and 5. So if one of the side is 4, this is 3 and this is 5, and remember it will always satisfy this condition, C square equal to A square plus B square. So one of the standard triplet, we are getting 4, 3, 5. Similarly, if you take sin as one of the side as 6, so 6 square 36, 36 by 4 is 9, and plus minus 1. 9 plus 1 is 10, and 9 minus 1 is 8. So here we can say that is 6, 8 and 10. Similarly, after 4, 6, let's say if the number is 8. So if one of the side is 8, I can definitely say the other two possible sides are 8 square is 64, 64 by 4 is nothing but that is 16. 16 plus 1, 17, 16 minus 1 is 15. So we can say that the other two possible sides are 15 and 17. So if this side is 8, this can be 15, this can be 17 and so on. 10 square is 100, 100 by 4 is 25, so 24 and 26. If I start with 12, 12 square is 144, 144 by 2 is 144 by 4, which is 36. So I say this is 35 and 37, and so on. Okay. Now let's take a couple of questions here based on the Pythagoras triplet. Just wait. Now let's say, for example, if this is the question here, which was asked in one of the CAT paper, you need to find out what is the area of this particular figure. This was like this one. This side was in fact 36, this side was 40, and these two sides are 25 and 25. So can I say, the moment I see this one, the first thing which should strike in our mind, okay, just try to check out whether these are standard triplet or not. Now for example, if I join these one, 36 and 40, okay, just check out whether these are standard triplets or not. 40 is nothing but 5 into 8. 40, and this is, instead of 40, make it 48 in fact. So this is 3 into 12, 36, this is 4 into 12, 48. So can I say this must be 5 into 12, because this is 3 into 12, 4 into 12, so this, if these are nothing but 3, 4, 5 by triplet hai, so 3 into 12, 4 into 12, so it must be, comes out to be 5 into 12. And 5 into 12 is nothing but that is equal to 60. So we can definitely find out the area of this triangle, which is nothing but half of 36 into 48. This is the area of this triangle. Now once we get that this length is 60, we can also find out what is this length here. Now we know that this is 60, this is 25 and this is 25, so we can find out the area of this particular triangle also by Hero's formula, under root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c, because we know all the three sides here. So I hope that this is clear to all of you.